Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a room tour, and the reason why I named this video an Ariana Grande room tour is because my whole room is pretty much Ariana Grande.
Infamous Ariana Grande impersonator Paige Niemann showed up to a movie premiere attempting to look like Ariana Grande once again. And Miss Paige, are we not tired? Like, girl, you look like you're in pain trying to do the faces that Ariana does on a carpet. I know people there were so confused because some of these photographers, some of these interviewers are not online.
Someone told me on the playground that I looked like Ariana. I didn't see the resemblance until my mom did my makeup.
She changed her hair, Paige would change her hair. Ariana Grande began filming the role of Glinda. Paige would post videos impersonating Ariana as Glinda.
Imagine you are this famous celebrity, this famous superstar, and you've worked so hard to get to where you are in life. Everybody loves you, everybody just wants to be your fan, everybody are creating fan pages of you, and then you wake up one morning and you're seeing someone impersonate you. Again, this is something that is normal, like celebrities, they get it. We have the Rihanna impersonators.
Rihanna lookalike has gone mega viral. TikTok lookalike Priscilla Beatrice was in Brazil and caused absolute mayhem with people kissing her pregnant belly and all of that. Scenes, man, scenes.
The Beyonce impersonators.
I've met her 3 times, so I had known that she had been watching what I do for years. And so you never know how people are going to react and how they're going to feel about, like, you're impersonating them. Are they going to think it's, a parody, a tribute, or whatever. But I put in a lot of work over all the years studying everything that she does so much, and so I was like, I hope she respects it, I hope she loves it, and she does, and she was really gracious and really sweet, and it's nice to have her blessing for what I do, because she keeps me busy. Yeah.
We have even the Lil Durk impersonators.
And then she just was like, that was her idea. I was like, all right, bet, let me just do it. But I'm shy though. I'm shy. I ain't gonna cap.
You say you shy?
Yeah, I'm shy.
What you shy for? I'm saying, you told her you shy?
Huh?
You told her you shy?
Yeah, I told her I was shy. Because you social media like that.
Man, you gotta change that. It's over with now.
Huh?
I said, shit is over with now.
And then this person impersonates you the first time, you keep quiet. The second time, you keep quiet. The third time, you keep quiet. And before you know it, this person has basically decided to live their life through you. And at this point, it's getting very dodgy. You're very hesitant to speak up, because if you speak up, it will be like, oh, you're being very selfish. You're being so inconsiderate. You're acting because you're the celebrity. You can do whatever you want to do. And then before you know it, this person has taken it so far, appearing on red carpets looking like you, even opening an OF content. And in this OF content, you would think that maybe this person is just posting impersonations of you. But no, this person is literally being sexually explicit on this OF content, looking like you. And not only looking like the person you are today, but looking like younger you when you just literally looked like a child. How would you act? This is a case of Paige Niemann. So Paige Niemann, she's this 21-year-old internet star that has turned into a bit of a whirlwind, especially in the world of celebrity culture. Her whole journey just started off as something that seemed innocent enough. I think she just liked Ariana, and because she liked Ariana, she decided to dress up like Ariana. Think of it as a fan just doing a cosplay or maybe an impersonation just for fun. But over time, this whole thing that was meant to be for fun just spiraled into into something much bigger and not necessarily for the better. As Paige's impersonation skills just got better and sharper and more precise, her online following, they grew, and they didn't just grow at little rate, they grew at fast rate, mostly due to how crazy accurate her Ariana Grande look became. So basically, she went from just sharing makeup tutorials and singing covers to having this dedicated fan base who couldn't just get enough of her Ariana Grande vibes. That being said, here is where things just get a little unsettling, because Paige, she didn't just stop at looking like Ariana, she started to feel like she was stepping into the shoes of Ariana, almost as if she was just becoming her. And this was at least in the eyes of the internet. And this shift sparked some serious psychological and emotional consequences for Paige. The tricky part of this is that her impersonation wasn't just an hobby, it became a business, because Paige took this persona of Ariana that she has created and cultivated to an OnlyFans. You guys know what I'm talking about. And this was where she started to make more money by simply offering more intimate, exclusive content to her subscribers. Because now we are getting into the murky waters. By monetizing her Ariana Grande lookalike identity, she's essentially profiting off of somebody else's image, even if she's not technically claiming to be Ariana. This whole thing just raises big questions about identity, exploitation, and privacy in the age of social media that we see today. So that being said, let's get straight into this video. But before we get into this video, let me introduce myself. Hi guys, my name is Jewel, and on this channel I speak about whatever I want to speak about, whether they're viral or not. I give social commentaries, documentaries, literally anything I want to speak about. So if video essays are your thing, welcome. Kindly like this video, share this video, subscribe, and thank you so much for stopping by. And that being said, let's get straight into this video. So today we're speaking about Paige Niemann, and let's rewind a bit and just look at how all this just started.
Someone told me on the playground that I looked like Ariana. I didn't see the resemblance until my mom did my makeup, my hair in a high ponytail. I have 10.8 million TikTok followers, and I'm known for resembling Ariana. I'm a little bit nervous about the photo shoot. I'm not like super experienced with like posing and stuff, so hopefully I do okay.
Paige Niemann was born in 2004 in California, and like so many people her age, she was a kid. She was this child who was obsessed with a celebrity. And who is this celebrity? The celebrity was Ariana Grande. And again, I was very surprised to find out that she was born in 2004. I thought this girl was my age mate. She's literally 20 years old, and she's been imitating Ariana Grande since the age of 12. I'm not gonna lie, she kind of looks older than 20, and I'm not age shaming, it's just my own opinion. But anyways, she was imitating Ariana Grande, and around the age of 12, she started posting videos and photos on Musical.ly. So in case you don't know Musical.ly was there before TikTok. So basically, it was this platform that was super popular then. People used to like dub to songs and lip syncs to songs and viral sounds then. Like I was on Musical.ly, so then it now transformed to TikTok, because when TikTok came, your Musical.ly videos and photos just went to TikTok. Yeah, I was on Musical.ly since I was like I think 16 years when I was in my first year in uni. So Musical.ly was very, very popular there. That's where like Zakoshi like blew up. Like so many people today, that's where they blew up. They blew up from Musical.ly. So basically around age 12, she started posting photos and videos on Musical.ly. At first, she was just having fun, just mimicking Ariana's character, and this was when she used to mostly mimic the Cat Valentine Ariana from the show Victorious. And here she would wear the iconic red wig that Ariana Grande wore at that time. And when Ariana Grande was acting in Victorious, she had this high-pitched voice, and this was where Paige would literally mimic Ariana's high-pitched voice and basically do what any fan would do. That is recreate their idol's look and vibe to whatever is going on. So basically, this was when things started to take off, because by 2019, Paige was all over TikTok. She was posting videos where she combined Ariana's Victorious character with her own pop star persona. These videos, they blew up. And this was when Paige started getting the name Ariana's doppelganger because her resemblance to Ariana was undeniable. And it wasn't just about having similar features though. Paige, she really worked so hard to get Ariana's full look. She would spend hours each day perfecting every little detail about Ariana, like Ariana's signature ponytail, her flawless makeup, even her distinct vocal style. Sometimes she would even film tutorials to just show her followers exactly how she did her makeup to look like Ariana. Now, here's where things get really interesting because Paige, she wasn't just a casual fan anymore. She was becoming Ariana, and she was becoming Ariana in a way that went beyond just admiring her. At this point, it started to look very creepy. Her look and persona were so convincing that the lines between who Paige was and who Ariana was just started to blur. It was a little bit like a fandom and a little bit of something deeper because it was almost as if Paige was just trying to become Ariana rather than just emulating her. This obsession with just trying to look like Ariana was setting the stage of what would come next. And what would come next be a full-blown transformation that would blur the boundaries of identity, self-expression, and personal branding. In short, the early stages of Paige's journey wasn't just about being a fan anymore. It was now about taking the identity of Ariana Grande, molding it into her own and sharing it with so many people, millions and millions of people. And that we'll see would just set up a chain of events that will make her internet fame both incredibly fascinating and very highly controversial. That being said, it gets weirder. Paige Niemann's journey as Ariana Grande's impersonator has taken a seriously weird turn, especially as she's starting to cash in on her uncanny resemblance to Ariana in some pretty questionable ways. Literally, there've been reports that's come out to say that she's even done plastic surgery to enhance her look to look more like Ariana. Why don't you want to look like yourself? Why are you so obsessed looking like somebody else's? But anyways, what began as something that was fun, this innocent hobby, soon turned into this full-blown business venture. And this was when Paige started to land brand deals and attend big events, and she was doing this all while leaning into Ariana's look just to get more attention and money. So when brands seen that okay, they cannot get the real Ariana, we can at least get her look-alike, they decided to jump quickly on this bandwagon. They partnered with Paige because of her ability to nail Ariana's signature style. She works with beauty brands, showing up makeups that looked like she mimics Ariana's winged eyeliner and flawless contouring. There were fashion labels who sent her clothes that matched Ariana's iconic clothes. At first, it might have seemed harmless, but then things just got a little bit uncomfortable because by using Ariana's image to promote these brands, Paige was making money off of Ariana's look without the permission of Ariana. People started to feel like this wasn't just a tribute any longer to Ariana. It was more like she was taking advantage of Ariana's image to make this large amount of money. But the thing is, it didn't just stop there. Paige then started attending major public events dressed as Ariana, which took things to an entirely new level. One of the most head-turning events was when in January 2025, Paige showed up on the red carpet at the companion movie premiere in Hollywood. Here, she wore this black tulle gown. She styled her hair like Ariana did just for the Wicked press tour, and she did this so much that when people literally saw her, they genuinely thought that Ariana herself had shown up to this movie premiere. And this wasn't just a one-off thing either. Paige, she has worked with red carpet, she has appeared at events like New York Fashion Week dressed as Ariana, often posting on social media to thank the organizers, which only added to the confusion and made it seem like she was somehow a part of Ariana's world. And honestly, it's so wild how all this has turned into more than just a harmless impersonation. Paige's attempt to just profit off of Ariana's look while showing up at this big event has raised some serious questions about where the line is when it comes to being a fan and also exploiting somebody's identity for your own personal gain. People, they began to wonder if it's okay for Paige to make money money off of somebody else's image without them even being involved.
Infamous Ariana Grande impersonator Paige Niemann showed up to a movie premiere attempting to look like Ariana Grande once again. And Miss Paige, are we not tired? Like, girl, you look like you're in pain trying to do the faces that Ariana does on a carpet. I know people there were so confused because some of these photographers, some of these interviewers are not online, so they do not know of Paige. And once they saw this person who sort of looks like a Walmart version of Ariana Grande, they're like, wait, what is happening? This will never not be crazy to me because this woman has made it her life goal to look exactly like Ariana Grande, no matter what that means in terms of like how to color her hair, her eyebrows. And it is just baffling every single time I see it. And Ariana has spoken about Paige indirectly in interviews. And if I were Paige and I heard, Ariana Grande speaking about me in a negative light, I'd be like, maybe I should just give this charade up. But no, Paige is doubling down. And girl, it looks like you're in so much pain. Like, just let it go. Because this is truly just too much for me. And I think it's too much for a lot of the online community.
Ariana has not really acknowledged this woman in one way or the other. It's one of those situations where it's very, very hard to tell if she's just playing around or if she's crossing some major boundaries in the process. And this is where it even gets more weirder. So in the month of September 2022, Paige Niemann, she took her Ariana Grande impersonation to the next level. And this was when she launched an OF account. So basically, she knew that her resemblance to Ariana would draw attention, and she used that to her own advantage. She started a profile that looked a lot like Ariana's branding. Imagine somebody impersonating you and doing sex content online. Like, yes, everybody knows that it's not you, but when people are looking at this person, they are not seeing Paige Niemann, they're literally seeing Ariana Grande, and that in itself should be criminal. It didn't take long before people started to accuse her of trying to trick her followers into thinking that she was Ariana or closely connected to Ariana, because literally that was what she was trying to do, in my own opinion. Because again, I have to cover every legal loophole because I am just a girl. I'm just a girl. Thank you.
She changed her hair. Paige would change her hair. When Ariana Grande began filming the role of Glinda, Paige would post videos impersonating Ariana as Glinda. When Ariana Grande did the iconic Domingo skit on SNL, Paige posted herself doing the skit on her TikTok. If you're thinking, what's the big deal? Most major pop stars have celeb impersonators. Well, this is the problem. Not only did it seem to be very unhealthy in the way that Paige was impersonating Ariana, but she crossed the line when she decided to impersonate her on OF. Just recently, Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo sat down for Vanity Fair for the lie detector.
At first, fans thought that they'll be getting this fun behind the scenes content, maybe some playful cosplay or makeup tutorial. But the thing is, Paige was not all about that. She started posting more suggestive materials that felt like she was mimicking Ariana's public persona. And one of the most talked about moments was when Paige recreated Ariana's 2021 wedding photo shoot with Dalton Gomez, and she wore a very similar gown and a similar veil to what Ariana wore at that time. And Ariana herself, she called this very, very degrading. And of course, the backlash was so huge. Ariana's fans, they were very, very furious. They called out Paige for using Ariana's image to make money, and making money in a very disgusting way, especially if the person did not give you permission to use her image and her likeness to open a OF account.
Ariana Grande's most famous impersonator is getting cancelled after posting these photos. If you don't know, Ariana Grande recently got married. Well, this is one of the wedding photos that Ariana posted to her Instagram. This is not Ariana. Her most famous lookalike, Paige Niemann, sorry if I said her last name wrong, decided to recreate Ariana's wedding photos on her Instagram. And people are not having it. They're saying it was a really tacky thing for her to do. They're also saying that this is extremely disrespectful to Ariana. Because if you don't know, Ariana has said that Paige makes her uncomfortable in the past. I mean, because of Ariana's previous comments about being uncomfortable, she probably shouldn't have redone her wedding photos.
Does that make sense? People just think that it was a bad look. They felt that it was a violation of consent, especially because Paige was using Ariana's likeness in adult content.
Ariana Grande fans are calling out lookalike Paige Niemann for launching an OnlyFans site in which she cosplays as the star. Fans of Ariana Grande will no doubt already know who Paige Niemann is. Back in 2019, Paige went went viral on TikTok after she posted multiple videos impersonating Ariana using Kat Valentine's voice, and people couldn't get over how similar they look. However, Ariana was not the biggest fan. Reacting to the videos, Ariana said, "I just wonder why the cat voice / dialogue. I'm sure she is the sweetest, sweetheart for real, but it's definitely bizarre seeing people blend the two worlds, LMAO." I love how much Ariana hates Kat Valentine. Now, Paige is causing a stir again, and this time it's because she started posting adult content while dressed as Ariana. That's weird, in my opinion. Last week, Paige, who turned 18 in April, oh, she's young. Okay. Last week, Paige, who turned 18 in April, launched a new 18+ OnlyFans page with the caption, "Exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see from me." And in the photographs promoting the site, Paige wears Ariana cosplay makeup. As soon as Ariana fans found out, they were quick to slam Paige. One fan wrote, "Paige Niemann starting an OnlyFans cosplaying as Ariana Grande is one of the most disrespectful things I've ever seen. In my opinion, this is going too far and is disgusting, weird, and insanely disrespectful." Another added, "Ariana said multiple times that impersonators make her uncomfortable, and not only Paige Niemann decided to give zero shits about this, she also leveled up her creepiness by cosplaying as Ariana on her OnlyFans. Why hasn't this girl got sued yet is beyond me." As it stands, Ariana is yet to address Paige's account, and Paige is yet to address the backlash. It's a bit weird. I think this has gone too far. It's all the old look. It's not like that. It's not even the Seven Rings Thank You Next era. It's back in the 2014 Yours Truly vibes.
It felt very, very wrong to so many people because it crossed an ethical line. Using a celebrity's image for profit without her permission is very, very tricky, and is also a very, very questionable move.
Who is Paige Niemann? Paige Niemann blew up on TikTok due to the fact that she's an Ariana Grande doppelganger. Paige gained 10 million followers on TikTok, but recently came under fire for starting an OnlyFans account on the premise that she'll cosplay as Ariana Grande. Fans of Ariana Grande stated that it's creepy, disgusting, and weird, and she's making money off of the fact that she looks like Ariana. Ariana has already called out Paige, saying that it's bizarre behavior, and that's when Paige said that she wasn't a fan of Ariana Grande anymore.
Paige, she came out, she defended herself, and she claimed that she's just here to entertain people, and it's not like she's pretending to be Ariana. But girl, you're pretending to be Ariana. But at the same time, she didn't even seem to want to step away from the Ariana style. You're saying, "Oh, I'm doing my work, I'm not here to act like Ariana," but you're clearly looking like Ariana. You clearly look like Ariana. You do not want to step away from Ariana's lifestyle. And then she was now like, "I'm no longer a fan." If you're no longer a fan, then drop the whole persona. You're no longer a fan, but you're using her likeness and her image to make money. This made a lot of people wonder if Paige was really just playing around, or if she was just stuck in this whole persona that she had created. It felt like she wasn't just impersonating Ariana anymore. It felt like she had fully leaned into it to the point that it seemed like she couldn't separate herself from it. So now let's talk about the legal implications and the cost of living as a doppelganger. So Paige Niemann's OnlyFans ventures has raised some serious legal and ethical questions that are very, very hard to ignore. Because in the US, right of publicity laws are meant to protect celebrities from unauthorized commercial use of their likeness, but the thing is there are exceptions to this law. So for example, contents that fall under parody or artistic expression, they can be exempt from this law. And Niemann's legal team could argue that her content qualifies as either of these. Honestly, this is a very, very tricky situation, as the lines between impersonation and a legitimate business venture can be pretty thin, especially when you're using someone's likeness for profit. On the ethical side, things even got murkier, because by monetizing Ariana's persona, Paige is essentially capitalizing on the hard work that Ariana has built, and also capitalizing on her brand loyalty. And this is something that Ariana has built over the years. Most of us grew up with Ariana. I grew up with Ariana the days of Cards, Sam and Cards, Victorious. Like, I grew up with Ariana on Nickelodeon, like from secondary school. So like, since somebody just born yesterday coming to capitalize off of what Ariana has built all her life is very, very disgusting. This isn't just about making money. It's about benefiting from somebody else's emotional labor and also public image. So many people, even there have been psychologists that have come out to argue that this could be considered as a form of identity theft, and this is where the lines between the real celebrity and the impersonators gets dangerously blurry. And to make the matter even worse, many of Paige's followers are younger fans who originally followed her for her cosplay content, and these fans now they are suddenly exposed to adult materials, raising major concerns about the exploitation of the audience that she has. And again, let's speak about Paige Niemann's journey as her being this Ariana Grande's impersonator, because it has no doubt shown this troubling disassociation from her own sense of self. She started this when she was 12 years, and I'm very sure she cannot even differentiate between herself as Ariana and herself as Paige, because in a 2023 interview, she made a striking admission. She said, "I don't even recognize myself without the ponytail and makeup." And this statement really drives home the psychological impact of spending years trying to replicate somebody else. And there's this media psychologist, Dr. Linda Papadopoulos, that also explained that someone impersonates another person that explains that when somebody impersonates another person for an extended period of time, it can lead to self-erasure, where the individual loses touch with who they really are because their own identity gets overshadowed by the persona that they've adopted. And this is what we can see play out in Paige's social media behavior as well. She walks like Ariana, she talks like Ariana, her mannerisms are like Ariana. Can we see Paige for just a millisecond? Can we see who Paige really is? If we can't see it, even her too, she can't even see herself. She has not allowed herself to grow into her own person because she's used all this while to grow into Ariana. I don't even know what Ariana does behind the scenes. So literally, you're living your life through her past. Literally, that's literally how it is, because you don't know what she's going to do next. So you're seeing what she has done and you're literally copying her. You're literally behind her. Even though as she's claimed to move on from her fan obsession with Ariana, she has also even continued to copy Ariana's evolving style. She's even taken on the blonde hair and the ethereal fashion that Ariana adopted for the Wicked Role movie that she had earlier this year. And it's so funny, you're saying, "Oh, I'm no longer a fan, I'm no longer this," but you're copying her every move. And at the companion movie premiere, Paige appeared as if she was this mirror image of Ariana, and this caused so many confusion among people who attended the event. And people were like, is this Ariana? Just found that it's her impersonator. And of course, this sparked severe media outrage because people were so angry that she has literally adopted this new look. This kind of constant mimicry just hints at a deeper need for validation, not just from her followers, but validation tied to Ariana's identity. It's almost as if Paige Niemann's own identity has become so entangled with Ariana's identity that she struggles to exist without Ariana's identity. And this is where things just take on a psychological toll. It's a sign of something much more than simple fandom. It's literally a desperate need for approval that is tied to somebody else's persona rather than your own persona. And this is where I'm going to ask, are the sponsored brands and the fans the ones to blame? Are they the problem? The sponsorship themselves, they play a very crucial role in this situation, because brands like Alexander Wang, they have partnered with Paige Niemann in a campaign that features celebrity lookalike, and they've come under fire for endorsing someone who profits off of an impersonation of Ariana Grande without her consent.
Let's unbox the Rico bag together. Guys, look at the studded bottom. The logo embossed strap, are you kidding? This pebble textured leather is so fire. 10 out of 10, I love my new Rico bag.
Remember when this was trending, I think they used Taylor Swift's lookalike, Rihanna's lookalike. Like, if you cannot get them, then be creative and do something else like Alexander Wang. This is a very well-known brand, and them doing that was so low. Literally, I was like, a whole Alexander Wang, like, why are you folding my hands? Like, I placed you here and you fell my hands down, like, why are you doing that? So basically, while the collaboration might have intended to stir up buzz, it only added fuel to the fire by validating Paige's actions and encouraging her to continue exploiting Ariana's likeness. And the controversy that surrounded this partnership just brings into questions whether these brands are more interested in the attention and the engagement that they get from the buzz of getting all these impersonations, rather than considering the ethical implications of what they are actually endorsing. When brands continue to work with Neimann, they are not just promoting a product, they are also endorsing her actions, and by continuing doing to associate themselves with her, they are blurring the lines between creative expression and exploitation, and this gives her the financial backing that also enables her to push the boundaries of what's acceptable. So instead of supporting genuine creativity or artistic expression, these brands, they might unintentionally support a behavior that people might find very, very disturbing. And it also sends a message. And what message does it send? It sends a message that the lines between respect for a celebrity's image and also profiting off of it are less important than the marketing power of a viral moment. And now there is the roles of the fans and the supporters, because Paige has built a massive following on platforms like TikTok, where her impressions and her controversial stunts are met with lots and lots of engagement. And this fan base not only gives her the validation that she needs to enjoy and keep going, but it also helps her to spread the controversy, which in turn keeps her in the spotlight. While some fans enjoy her content, some fans have come to support her, other people, especially Ariana's loyal fans, they are extremely vocal about their discomfort with the impersonation and the brands that simply endorse and enable Paige's attitude and action. Because if nobody was paying attention to this girl, she would sit her ass down and become herself. She would literally be herself. Brands, essentially, they lend their support to Paige by using her resemblance to Ariana Grande as a marketing tool, which inadvertently, whether they mean to or not, it fuels her rise. Meanwhile, again, minus brands, fans, they provide the attention and the support that make this whole impression business profitable for, I want to say for Ariana, for Paige. So literally, the combination of these factors, they make it so much harder for any real accountability to take place. Because if you keep quiet and you let her post her things without her getting any iota of views or any significant views, I promise you, this girl is going to sit her ass down and look for a better and creative way to just make money off of social media. That being said, both the brands and her audience, they are complicit in keeping this cycle going. So now, let's talk about the broader implication of celebrity culture. Paige's situation, it shines this light on the darker side of what's being called the lookalike economy, which has really taken off thanks to platforms like TikTok and Instagram, and now OF is in the mix. So basically, these spaces, what do? They allow people to turn their resemblance to celebrities into a profitable venture with very little oversight. Gone are the days where people used to impersonate looking like nurses or like doctors to, do freaky things, but now people are looking like celebrities. And where did this all come from? It comes from the term the lookalike economy. People have used this to leverage and make money, and they've made money in a very disgusting way. There is a Rihanna lookalike that sings to her Brazilian fan. Even Drake's lookalike has come out to say that they paid him £5,000 to appear in a club because they could not get the real Drake.
I'm actually going back to Canada because I got some tours there.
Tours?
I'm touring. Like, I got some music events I got to show up to. People DM me like, hey, well, you want to come to my event because I can't pay Drake, he's too expensive. I'll pay you $5,000. I'll pay like
that much. Just
$5,000 just to show up. They pay my Airbnb, they pay the flight. They hook it all up.
So you've already gotten paid like this in America as well.
I've been doing my thing. That's all I'm gonna say.
So definitely people are making so much money from this. Lil Durk's lookalike and Drake's lookalike, they have literally met up to have a song, and now Lil Durk is in prison, and I don't even know what his lookalike is doing, because obviously these are the things that are going to link you to the lookalike that you're trying to create. That being said, these spaces allow people to turn their resemblance to celebrities into a very profitable venture with very little oversight. He has created this weird parasitic subsidiary where people who impersonate celebrities like Paige can make even much more money off somebody else's identity, and this often comes with real consequences. And the problem could get even worse, especially with the rise of AI deepfakes, because with that technology, impersonators can create this hyper-realistic content that is even much more convincing but potentially more harmful, where it pushes the boundaries of what is ethical and what is also allowed. And on top of that, these thing that Paige is doing, it just highlights a troubling gendered aspect of celebrity culture. Females impersonators, they face a unique set of pressure to adhere to overly sexualized standards and content, which becomes clear in Paige's shift towards creating adult content on OF. She's playing into a system that expects women, especially women in the public eye, to exploit their image in ways that feel more sexualized or objectified. In contrast, male impersonators, they do not face the same kind of demand to make their persona more sexual. The gender imbalance just reflects a larger issue when it comes to celebrity culture, where the exploitation of women's images is normalized, where men are often allowed to stay much more neutral or much less sexual or non-sexualized. But when it comes to female impersonators, you're expected to do all these things, especially like her impersonating Ariana and having like an OF account acting like Ariana. I don't think you're going to see a Drake impersonator do that or a Lil Durk impersonator do that, because again, the pressure is not on them, but on Paige, the pressure is really on her. So Paige's rise as an impersonator isn't just about her, really. It's about how social media platforms and celebrity culture has created this system that encourages and profits people from the commodification of a person's image. It also highlights these bigger conversations about how women are treated and expected to navigate these spaces differently than men, and how it's also tied to larger societal pressures. This whole situation is just a reflection of how technology, social media, and celebrity culture can intersect in ways that challenges the boundaries of ethics, consent, and personal identity. That being said, conclusion. Paige's journey from this teen cosplayer to a controversial OF creator just highlights the dangers of identity commodification in the age of social media. Her actions, they just blur the line between personal identity and public image, and it has created a slippery slope where selfhood can be distorted, legal prosecutors are tested, and parasocial relationships between celebrities and fans are exploited. As Ariana Grande herself has pointed out, it's very traumatic to see your image used in ways that you never intended. And the thing is, Paige does not even care. She's still doing it. Like, I just hope that there are legal implications for this, because this is scary. Moving forward, there needs to be more attention to the legal loopholes that allow impersonators to profit off of somebody else's identity. Social media platforms also need to step up by implementing stricter rules around identity-based content to prevent situations like Paige's from escalating. Ultimately, Paige's story serves as a stark warning about the consequences of losing yourself in the reflection of another person, reminding us the need for boundaries in both social media and also in the world of celebrity culture. So that being said, guys, we've come to the end of this video. Thank you so much if you reached the end. I really do appreciate you sticking with me to the end. If you love this video, put a copy emoji. If you love this video, put a copy emoji. I don't know why I told you guys to say that, because there's a cup beside me. But if you love this video, put a copy emoji. Thank you so much. Yeah, put a copy emoji because I've filled you guys with wisdom and knowledge today. Okay? But that being said, kindly like, subscribe, share this video, please. I really do love and appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, bye bye.